All right, welcome back everyone. I'm Mike. You might know me from such videos as the ultimate chainsaw accessory, bees plus bears equals bedlam, and others. But glad you could come. Thanks for coming. We're going to spend some time in the forest as we're waiting for the next job to start in the cabinet shop. Last fall we had some heavy winds that knocked down some of the weaker trees and the dead standing, and we've been, whenever we find a chance, to get out here and clean it up a little bit. So that's what we're up to today. We're going to try our new marker that we made the other night, and we're first going to delimb a large spruce that fell, and then we're going to mark it, cut it into rounds, put it on the splitter, and stack it. Hopefully that's the plan for this afternoon. If we can find a bit more time, we'll do some more trees. But that's on the agenda today, so glad you could come, and we hope that you enjoy this video. So this is the first tree we're going to attempt to cut into firewood. Big tall spruce. It's been dead for a while. We're going to delimb it first, and then we'll mark it, cut it into rounds, and split it into firewood. Okay, so I'm going to try out our new marking device. So the idea is that it sits somewhere here, and we fire it up, and we're going to make a couple of marks to know where we're going to cut our rounds. So let's do that. Okay, well, this log has been cut up into rounds and brought over to the splitter. You can hear Mrs. From the Woods in the background splitting the rounds that we brought over there. And yeah, some of the limbs are still frozen in the ground. We'll have to clean that up in the summer and the spring, but at least we got rid of the log. Yeah, this area here, and most of our property is like this. You can walk through most of the forest, but a lot of dead standing, and we've marked the dead ones with orange paint dots before the leaves fell. And hopefully we can spend some more time out here cleaning it up, but that's the idea. Make it a bit more fire smart, and we just love spending time out here. And let's go split those logs. One of the things that we have here, I'm sure they're elsewhere as well, are squirrels. And this is what they do. Either they stockpile the winter store of seeds and pine cones and spend the whole winter consuming them and then leave the debris for us to look at. Not too sure if it's harming the tree because there's all kinds of tunnels underneath too. But there's several of these around the property, and yeah, the squirrels are either beneficial or a pest. Not quite sure yet. With all the firewood that we have here, we decided to invest in a log splitter. Don't think I could do it all with an axe. There's just so much. We decided to go with the Bearcat, made by Echo, and 22-ton, 4-inch piston, 13-second cycle time, 22 tons of pressure, and very simple to use, basically back and forth on that lever. And we've already put, I don't know, about 12 hours on it. And ease of use, as you can see, even Mrs. From the Woods is comfortable using it. So yeah, this would be a typical fallen log that is laying in the forest that we'd like to clean up. Lots of them laying around, and some that have been blown down recently in the windstorm. But yeah, our forest is mostly spruce, but it does have some aspen and poplar in here. This area is more spruce than poplar. We have areas that it's the other way around. But as you can see, lots of open space between the trees. Eventually my goal is to be able to drive the tractor through most of this, or the quad at least, and we want to make it fire smart. So this is an area that we took care of last weekend. 2 big poplars dead standing that were actually hanging in the spruce. That's the remnants, sawdust, and they were actually hanging in the spruce over here, and probably dangerous. Anyway, they're down. There's a couple more. You can see a couple of ones leaning in the distance there. That's another poplar that's dead standing, and it's just snagged up in the tree, and that's quite common. But we're turning this little corner into our firewood processing area, and we just love being out here. So we put all our limbs and rotten wood and the stumps that are not suitable firewood into that trailer and into piles, and eventually we'll bring it out to our burn pile, and hopefully this winter yet or early spring we'll have a big fire to get rid of it all, and we try and do that once a year. Okay, well, all that wood is cut or split and stacked. The lighter portion of that pile and the one on the left there is all that came out of that one tree we cut down today. So yeah, I think the marker works well, and will begin to give us some consistent lengths of firewood. And yeah, we keep our wood separate, the spruce on one side and the poplar and the aspen on the other in our little wood lot area. Mrs. From the Woods is taking a well-deserved break, so I'm going to say that yeah, a good couple hours in the forest.